It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. McCarthy starting off with a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he found some running room for a nice gain. He finds him 7 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And it's the same as a touchback here. This one down right at the 20-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And they've got him behind the line for a big...
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Milton now. Connects with Johnson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To throw, Milton. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That punt reaches 50 yards. And it's going to be Vikings football. Wright running out of the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. The Vikings getting their punt team out. Effort just as well as he hit his first. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it'll be Giants football. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Milton back to throw. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Mitchell up the middle. Blast through midfield. And finally stopped at the 34. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Option headed to the left on first down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
2nd and 13. Buying some time right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. The screen pass falls incomplete. No look on his first look of the game. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
He fields this at the 18. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That just misses the 50 mark, gets a 49-yard punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They're out and set, 1st and 10. McCarthy looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that, getting out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And the nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. That's Jefferson, he's got it. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hand off, running left, right. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Bobby Okereke making that stop. We're through 1/4 of this opening weekend of football. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. McCarthy throwing here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, Good things happen just like that. You suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
You know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy. But in real action, it's a totally different animal. That was definitely online. Just didn't quite get all of it. It's going to wind up just a few feet short.
Now Milton to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Giants get the game's first points here in the second. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Fielded at the 7. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's a give for Wright. Gets up the edge to the 35. And finally, they take him down at the 36-yard line. The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down.
Well, that does the run game. You will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Headed out right. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now a run with Wright. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Now McCarthy. Cut out left. And they get this down to the 7-yard line.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Wright gets it. Headed right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3rd and goal for McCarthy. Cut near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. McCarthy to throw for it. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings start to fight back with their first points of this game. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Return starts at the 3. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Again, right side to Tracy. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Milton. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Throwing at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Returning it from the 4. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now, Milton. This finds Mitchell, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Hyatt going in motion right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Milton now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They are throwing it again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead. You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Able to find right. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And they'll down this one just beyond the midfield stripe. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Another try following the sack. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring out 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our 2nd half. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And this one doesn't go far. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 28. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Vikings get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Through the middle. Wright reels it in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Receiver in motion, headed right. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. He's got him, that's Addison. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. McCarthy to throw it. Setting up the screen. And they get this down to the 28.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
2nd and 3 now. On play action now, McCarthy bails out of the pocket quick. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deontay Banks. And the Giants will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Mitchell on the give, headed left. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense in the hurry up here. To throw, Milton. Forced out to his right. He's taking a shot down the sideline. And they pick him off again. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings will take over as he records his 1st interception. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders, our offensive guys, are bad hands.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 35-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. Finds him over the middle. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Pass is caught by Addison. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. This is Wright, running left. Down the sideline inside the 40. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Here's a return from the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 2. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Working quickly here. Milton back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And
it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Again, this is Mitchell. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Milton. On the move, headed right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Calling about 7 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Giants football. They're on a mission. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Milton. He has the first over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Play action on first down. Catches make. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. It's picked out by the Vikings going the other way. So just like that, Brock, a very nice drive. Ends in a whimper from that offense and a real roar from the defense, who get off the field by recovering that fumble.
Yeah, that defense was just getting walked backwards, and one of them finally said, enough is enough. And I'll tell you, the way they were moving the football offensively, I think you felt it, I felt it. The touchdown was coming, but that defense responded.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. Pushing it up past the 30. Running down the left side. Look at him go. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings have likely locked up the win right there. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those alignments. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Milton. Toward the sideline, and he locates Johnson. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Throwing from the gun. And they pick him off again! Forget the interception. He makes this a pick 6 touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say you can't play fast, but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to the air, following the pick 6. Chased out to his right. Into the hands of Neighbors. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Now Milton to throw. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And now they face 2nd and long. Here's Milton. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Milton now. He put some juice on a deep. Big gain downfield. The 30. The 10. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give to right. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Giants' 42-yard line.
Right again. And they bring him down around the 34. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Addison going in motion right. The give here on 2nd. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Operating from the gun. Drop him. 4th and 14. Let's see if they've got some magic in them. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So out now comes the punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he doesn't put much height or distance on this one. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Giants are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete to Hyatt. And And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Tight end motioning right. To throw, Milton. Escapes out to the left. And the Vikings rush brings him down. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Another try following the sack. Flush down now to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Trying to set this up quick. Third and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. They go play action on first. Neighbors with a catch. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Gotta hurry this to the line. From the red zone now. He rolls to his right. And in, touchdown, New York. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation. We both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with two of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But two touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separation to the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.